Greetings YouTube, thanks for joining me on this next video. Today we are test riding the bike with the small 230mm stainless steel carbon tipped exhaust from Black Widow. Boy is it a cold one, as you can see by the car. I'm going to get a bit cold today, and of course we're going to have to clean the bike after this little journey because it's going to be really salty and gritty. So join me, enjoy the sound. The baffle is out on this bike. I'll show you the exhaust in a minute. So it's going to be quite thrappy, I think. But yeah, it's a lovely sound to the bike, I think. The dew is out. I may put the baffle back in. But see what you guys think. I think it certainly sounds, yeah, very nice. I have got another exhaust coming from a different manufacturer, and we'll be trying that in a future video. So yeah, it's a bit of an exhaust fest really. Anyway, let's have a look at that bike. So that's the exhaust, and I've already warmed the bike up so we can have a little listen. Sounds very good. Now that's with the baffle out, obviously, and that's quite an aggressive sound. So with the baffle in, it would be considerably quieter than that. Welcome to this review. So approaching the guys at Black Widow was certainly productive, as I've been able to test different exhausts and now settled on my favourite one, that being the little 200mm stainless steel carbon tipped oval, which we are reviewing today. Enjoy! The exhaust actually sounds surprisingly quiet off throttle, just has a more baritone character until you blip it, and then you're rewarded with quite a percussive attack, which is unsurprisingly very appealing. This smaller 200mm exhaust, I would guess, is around half the weight of the stock item, even including the link pipe. I'm feeling a significant improvement again in urgency at the bottom and mid-range using this system. This may, of course, I accept, could be the placebo effect, but combined with the installation of the DNA air filter and now this free-flowing exhaust, I am satisfied that there is now a clear and discernible change to the nature of this little 350. It's definitely been woken up considerably. It's not going to break your arms, but it certainly has made a tangible, real-world difference to the ride. Another thing I have noticed using this system with the DB killer removed is the total and almost complete absence of any of the usual popping and banging that is normally associated with lean running systems in our Euro 5 world. I'm not necessarily advocating the line that loud exhausts save lives, but I think we've successfully demonstrated back there that the suggestion certainly has some merit. I'm definitely feeling way more urgency, and the engine is much more eager to spin up now. It's too early to assess what effect the combination of the DNA air filter and exhaust has had on the fuel economy. That's something I will report later down the line. But it would be unlikely that it would not use more fuel as a result of the freer breathing components. At low speeds, the bike handles superbly and unaffected by the changes as far as I can feel. No glitches and no hunting. The top end also feels smooth and more urgency is perceived. the engine seems freer to rev and faster in response. In conclusion, the ride was very enjoyable, no perceived negatives were apparent, and for me, all positive. For me, installing a free-flowing DNA air filter and now a free-flowing exhaust seems to have made a significant difference to both the engine response and sound. The experience is both exciting and rewarding, and I cannot recommend it enough. If you haven't considered the filter, then have a look at my review on this channel. If you only wish to install an aftermarket exhaust, then I think it will still make a significant difference without the filter. Black Widow have been exceptional in inviting me to test multiple exhausts so you can see and hear the difference of each exhaust. See the last video group test. I cannot recommend them enough. The website is excellent, the service and response fast, and delivery was very quick, all at a competitive price. And you get to support a UK-based company as well. I received no kickbacks from any of my videos, and my opinions are purely that of my own. And remember, if you modify your own bike, then this is entirely at your own risk. And this video is purely for entertainment purposes. Hello again, and thank you very much for joining me with this video. God, that's a really cold one. I think it's probably about -1 or something like that out today. What did you think of the sound of the bike? It's really quite noisy, but I really liked it. It's quite a remarkable sound to the bike. But the bike is now tucked away nicely and will be washed very soon. Thank you so much for joining me on this video, and thank you very much for watching my videos. I really appreciate the support. Do like and subscribe, and if the hype button is there, I don't suppose it will be, but if it is, do hype the video as well. And I will see you in the next video, which will be quite interesting again. I'm hoping to receive another exhaust, as I said. See if you can guess which one. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me.